Hey everybody, welcome back. Unboxing time. Mary's here.
Hello.
And today, well, she might not be for this one in the future, I'll explain, but today we're here to open up the September vinyl. So, of course, this is a vinyl subscription of music. It ties to my Discogs so they can see what I have and what's on my wish list and don't send me something I've already got. Plus, it gives them an indicator as to what kind of stuff I like. It ties to my Spotify so they can see what I'm listening to, what I like as well there. When you sign up, you go through a whole bunch of questions and you answer like, these are the bands I love, these are bands never to send me, these are the genres I like, all that kind of stuff. So you can really, the more time and effort you put into it, the more you're gonna get out of it in terms of them giving you what you want. So I've had really good success. This will be our 5th box with them. I have a link in the description below. I want to say after shipping and everything, it's like $39 or something, which is a great deal for 3 records. Mm-hmm. Every month, about the 19th, you'll get an email that asks you to pick your vibe, and they usually have like a featured artist, 3 featured artists, and then if you pick one of those, they'll give you a couple of records that match that artist along with your personal tastes. Or you can do what I do, and I always just choose Curated and let them pick whatever because it's a great curation system. I've gotten some amazing stuff. A couple of boxes back, I got turned on to a Giant Dog, which is like one of my new favorite bands of all time. Photograph is my new favorite jam. But now we're gonna check this out.
Photo cover.
Yeah, and she hates the cover, but that cover does not do the band justice. It's not as like metal or screamy or, they're really awesome. That said, I did mention Mary and I might not be in these in the future, or we may have already switched to this. It should have already happened where we're now doing unboxings Monday. Well, we're doing them Monday still, but I'm moving to Tuesday for the one she's less interested in, more so because she needs more time. And also we did mostly realize we have so many boxes and only putting one out every Monday. We're, as you have noticed, getting way behind, like putting out July videos in September, you know? So
to be honest, his taste in music is kind of like his taste in food. He loves Mexican. I can find something I like on the menu, but it's never going to be my go-to choice.
Right, so that's kind of how we chose some of the boxes. So it's nothing against this box, it's just especially being super tailored to my style, that's how that goes. But so if you're wondering in the future, that's what happened. But now we're gonna jump in here, we're gonna see what 3 records we get, we're gonna see if we have any of the same curators or not, and then of course I will give you guys nice close-ups of these photography-wise. Once we get to the review section, where I will listen to these records a bunch of times and give you some good thoughts, hopefully, about what I think about all of them. And this came today, so I'm excited. And since Burger Week started, and this stuffed her and really stuffed me, so I need some tunes tonight to work out to a little bit. So, and okay, I'm gonna pull the first one if you don't mind, my dear, my sexy, sexy dear. Ooh, it's Metallica's The Black Album. No, I don't know what this is. Interesting. Okay, so Survive. 4 tracks from Survive's Breakthrough LP. I do not know them at all. I don't recognize any of the names. Relapse Records, there's not really...
The album name is RR...
Sorry, I was turning back around. RR7387?
No, 7349.
Well, then this is 7387. So, okay.
Well,
but,
what does the record say? RR7387, okay.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So, okay, that's really interesting. And it is in its own plastic here, so that's kind of cool. And then, is it color vinyl?
There's stuff on the sleeve there.
And I got a code. You know what? I don't know. No, I'll hold on to the codes. Oh yeah, it's just like, okay.
I think it's random.
And it's just black vinyl, which is fine. Only 4 tracks though, so I'm not gonna get a lot of time listening to this one. But I know nothing about it, so we'll get to the notes and the reviews and we'll see what we think on that. Interesting, yeah. It's always interesting when you get a die cut sleeve as well, or not sleeve, but cover. Okay.
Yeah. Interesting.
No idea, but again, they've done me pretty well. They've never really sent me anything I didn't like. At worst, they sent me something I was kind of, I'm glad to have it, but Yeah, we don't want to read the note yet, so I'm gonna flip that, leave that down. Let Mary pull out the next album, which is sealed and interesting looking.
Oh, wait. Beat Connection, Prog 3. Opaque blue vinyl.
That's cool, we get some color vinyl. It reminds me of the UK Wildcats. Also, something's going on too. My Discogs keeps disconnecting from this, so I have to keep reconnecting it, just so you know. So this is 2015.
Yeah.
Okay. Not really getting a lot of vibe off of the art as to what kind of music it is.
Yeah, I like there's a sticker on the back that has color, size, and gender.
I assume it's also because they maybe sell clothing or something wherever this came from.
Maybe.
So, you know, we can show you that. And again, you'll get a better look at this in the review section. But I am gonna pop it open so we can see what that opaque blue looks like. But again,
It's just like a color scheme. We have like all black, and now we have like one that's all white.
they're like, here's Eric's, let's just give him vinyl that looks like what he dresses. Because this is when I wear UK gear. Because yes, I do sports. I like sports. This is very tightly shrink wrapped. I'm not exactly sure where I want to get in here.
Okay, well that's the back.
No, I mean, I know what's what. I'm just trying to find a way to get.
I see a good place.
If that didn't work, no, if that did not. Okay, but it may be glued. Don't go too, no, I can tell.
That's glued?
Yeah, because that part will be glued. This is not a fold out. This is not a gate fold.
Oh.
It's just real tight
Are
on
you
the.
sure?
Yeah, oh, I think I got a spot. Here we go. There we go. Yeah, I'll show you here in a second. So it's not glossy cardboard either. It's kind of got a rougher.
Do you need the knife again?
I do. Well, some plastics go real easy. Some don't. There we go. Oops, sorry.
Don't stab me.
I was careful. There's only one thing I like to stab you with, my dear. Oh, two things. One I'm using right now in this very video. Kim knows, if you don't. So you can get a little quicker look there. Oh, I like that the inside, oh, it's got a blue inside, or no, it is a blue paper sleeve. Mm-hmm. Hesitation, so good. The team, family, friends. And again, I don't need to read all these out because I do all that in the review section, so it gets a little redundant. So I'm also trying to make this a little, it's not really opaque. Oh wait,
Well, okay.
No, I was thinking translucent.
Yeah.
I get those
opaque
backwards.
means you can't see through it.
Right, I do get those backwards, so. Okay. Well again, once we get to the handwritten note, we should know more about these things as well. And of course, by the time we get to that in the video.
Well, think of trans as a cross.
All right. And I got a code. I'm thinking about giving those codes away in the future. I don't know. I don't want to be the only people watch, but I don't really use them, so. All right, so we got one more and no fancy insert. And today we have Calvin Love, Night Songs. Okay. Reflect on a modern journey, songs for introverts, songs for lonely and hopeful, and music soundtrack to our lives through the quiet hours and all the places our minds drift to as we head towards the uncertain future of the 21st century. LP includes digital download. I don't know anything about any of these bands. I can't even really tell what style any of this is, which is fine because they do turn me on to a lot of stuff.
Well, that's giving me sort of a loungy vibe.
I know, I almost wonder if they decided to send me a chill box this time, because sometimes I do want like more chill music. It would make sense that we finally get to, I'm opening it because I need a night of like bouncing around high energy, so like here's a bunch of chill records. Okay, so this is the first time since we've gotten a box there hasn't been something in the box that I'm like really, at least mildly excited for. It doesn't mean I'm not excited for any of it, I just don't really know what I'm getting into, so. You know, but we'll find out. Maybe they'll give me some.
Getting into trouble, like I always do.
She ain't wrong. There we go. Let me actually get it up under here now. Whoops. Well, that's working.
Your knife control is something to be desired.
Yeah, too many jokes. Way too many jokes for that one. It could go so many places. So yeah, I mean, it could be like kind of more punk rocky, loungy. Again, just really hard to tell.
Rockabilly lounge.
Maybe.
I wonder what that would actually sound like.
Awesome, probably. So I do have another digital code. It looks like this is on white vinyl. So they know I like my color vinyl, so nice white, okay.
So.
Cool.
Black, white, and blue.
And red all over, a frog in a blender, what? No, all right, so we're going to cut to the reviews and we'll take a look at what the note is. It is Sam. Actually, before we do that, Sam.
Shouldn't we do the note before you do the reviews?
Nah, it gives him something to come back to at the end. Oh, Sam gave me mustard plug, so that's good. He knows what's up. Is he the one that gave me, I'm trying to see what else he gave me. Blast, which was pretty good. And, okay, and then another one. So, okay, he's not a giant dog guy, but Sam is the guy I believe that did last box, so.
Okay.
All right, well, here's what I think of the records. Once again, we're going to do this in the order of my least favorite record to my favorite of the three. So first up, we have Survive, RR7387, the 4-song remix EP. Well, synth score is difficult to review. It's hard to find words, but I generally dig it. But I guess it's more about the atmosphere and the mood it creates. The opening moments of the first track, they do go a bit long and they get a bit repetitive. I do like it, but it bogs down in itself, taking too long to go anywhere. This may be a side effect of it being a remix album. Synth score remixes have a tendency to run long, as this does. The first track is twice as long as it needs to be. Second track starts with a great John Carpenter-esque vibe, though, which brings me back into it. I do find the mood of track 2, High Rise, works better for the too long background music vibe of this record. As it is likely the case with the whole record, this track goes on way too long. Side B, back to more repetition, and not the exciting kind. This remix needs some Trent Reznor. I guess that's what I was thinking. I think this is my least favorite song on the record. Very little is happening in this except some random bits of noise that keep coming up. Track 3, Wardenclyffe, is way too long. Track 4, Other, starts off with a nice nighttime drive vibe. There are things I like in this one. It feels like it would fit in a Joe Begos movie, VFW, Bliss, movies like that. It also doesn't feel intolerably long like the rest of the songs. Overall, the least interesting record they've sent me of all of the vinyl packages I've so far received. I don't see this getting played again unless I just forget what it is. I can dig synth score when it's focused, but remixes just get way into themselves for my liking and never really click with me. Beat Connection, Product 3. I love the blue and white cover art, reminiscent of the UK University of Kentucky Wildcats, because I'm a Lexington boy. A really good groove record and vibes overall. The production is solid and interesting throughout. I really dig how it rides perfectly between chill and happy fun. The song Another Go Round, track 2, being a real good example of that. This is a good record to unwind to, or while doing some work that is usually done with your brain on autopilot, or perhaps even during some cuddling with your significant other, after a fun session of intimacy. This track, The Effort, being a good example of that. There is a certain magic and charm that grows on me with this one as I finish the first half of the album. I feel like some of this would be great for that part in the romantic comedies where the lead characters begin to realize they are in love with each other. That particular feeling seems to be on each track, and I am here for it. Then we move to Side B. Side B draws me right back into that imaginary movie, the part where they've admitted their mutual love in a beautiful island setting. This record feels like the sun shining on my happiness. Here's where I start getting a little poetic. I guess I was drinking. The track So Good is possibly the standout track for me. Caution, it may inspire involuntary dancing. The track Rosaline kind of pulls me out of that dream, the beautiful vibe. I get what they are doing, but I'm not sure it belongs at this point in the overall record. Maybe it should have been earlier in the track list. The final track, I Hope You Know, comes in with a high-energy rhythm that takes us into interesting places. Overall, I love this album more and more as I discover it and further understand what it is. When used with the right mood, this can be very powerful. And my favorite record of the three, Calvin Love, Night Songs. I really dig this. It's not at all what I was expecting it to be. The vocals, and sometimes even the music, remind me of Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros, which is a band I really enjoy. It's very chill, it's very romantic. The opening song, Chameleon Part 1, is a great love-making song and would work great for a cinematic love scene. It does a phenomenal job of creating a consistently romantic and chill vibe throughout, with a hint of mystery every now and then. Song for Swift is so wonderfully magical and dreamy, I could just listen to it on repeat forever. It might be my favorite on this whole album, and I think it is. Crocodile Tears is a wonderfully sad and happy at the same time type of track, which is a strange balance that is very difficult to master, and it is very well mastered here. Side A keeps a consistent state of romantic bliss. And then side B brings you right back into it. It has a little bit more variety in the song type on side B, but it's still all in this lovely groove. Every song on this one could be the soundtrack to a romantic film. I love the passionate vocal explosions on If I Only Knew Then, taking this album to even new heights. I do dig a good reprise, and the closing track brings us full circle in a delightful way. This is a wonderful record through and through. No one track really stands out or reaches catchy status, but the overall vibe is very memorable and something I will enjoy time and time again. Ultimately, this is a totally different 3 style of records than they have sent me before and than they've sent me since, and I was a little disappointed at the time, but given some time to get into it and really check them out, I think a 2 out of 3 here are excellent choices for me, and things I would have never picked up myself, but I'm excited to keep discovering throughout time as it goes on. All right, so hopefully those are very cool. I don't know, we're filming this ahead of time, but just real quick for those of you that want to see it, is that focusing? I think it's focusing. Is it
You
focusing?
have nearly as much to say this time.
I know. Not very talky. It's, oh, you know what? Maybe it's a different Sam, because that handwriting is way more legible.
Yeah.
All right, so he says, or she, I shouldn't assume. I don't know, there's plenty of ladies named Sam. Ooh, science. That's my jam right there. Somebody give me a sampler. Achoo! 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 Choo! 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 There we go. All right. Hey, Eric, I'm kicking off your box with haunting soundscapes from Survive. You may recognize them from their iconic work on the Stranger Themes theme. I assume that means Stranger Things theme. That's really cool. I love that soundtrack. Next, Calvin loves Night Songs, a collection of songs that would do well soundtracking to a long-lost noir film. So this is like the chill box. Awesome. Finally, some indie electronic sounds from the Seattle-based musicians Beat Connection with the release of Product 3. Enjoy, Sam. I still don't really have a clue what I'm listening to.
You're not going to be bouncing around much tonight other than going...
Yeah, no, I may check them out. I've got other
That'd be
cool stuff to
low-key
listen
bounce.
to, but yeah. All right, well, I mean, that's fine, because I do like a variety of stuff. It doesn't all have to be super high energy, but I was kind of hoping for something as awesome as like a giant dog again, but maybe we'll get more. I don't know. I need all their records. Oh.
What'd you do? Cut yourself?
No, like I got, what is happening there? I must have slammed too hard on my finger. It's like bruising up. It's getting real puffy, like real quick.
Oh. Damn, how hard did you hit the table?
I didn't think I hit it that hard. It doesn't really hurt. It's just swelling all of a sudden. That is very strange.
We'll have to keep an eye on that.
Yeah. Well, anyways, there you go. That is my September 2020 vinyl subscription. So hopefully it's a good one. But I mean, that's how a lot of things roll like this. Sometimes it's really good. Sometimes, you know, I don't know if this is a miss. You will have known. You will have heard my reviews. So, and that helps them further refine what we're doing. But let me know, what do you think about this? Do you like this subscription? Have you had success? I know some of you have had failures. Do you know any of these artists? Are you down with them? What's your favorite? If you've been watching these and you know my music taste, feel free to suggest things as well. I'm always looking out for new music to love, so cool. All right, I'd love to hear what you have to say. Other than that, you can click the thumbs up button. Give us that good old thumb of encouragement, as we do love to be encouraged. Check out the Patreon for video game Let's Plays, movie reviews, food vloggy kind of things. $1 a month if you want, no worries, no pressure, but we like to let you know it's there. And now we're gonna get out of here so I can look into my finger and film some more stuff, open up some more stuff, and we'll see you all later.
And he's like, this next time you know what.
Yeah, right? Bye.